Combined men's and women's track and field program here at Washington State. That means head coach Rick Sloan will now oversee the operations of both the men's and women's track and field teams here. While the athletes will see few changes, they are still counting on a lot of success this season. And in this month's cover story, Pete Harriman takes a look at the Cougar track team.
If track coaches were chefs, the indoor season would be a chance to lift the lid, peer into the pot, and sniff. So far, the aroma wafting from Washington State's indoor stew has Cougar coach Rick Sloan salivating in anticipation of the outdoor season.
Using the indoor competition as preparation for the outdoor competition, pretty much our philosophy at Washington State. We've got a fairly active indoor season, but we've been training since September, so it's time for us to get out and kind of get some excitement into our training and get into competition. When we get outdoors, we've got a pretty good outdoor schedule. I'd like to be home more than we are, but it's pretty good competition for our team, both our men's and women's programs, and we're looking forward to it.
Sloan coached the Cougar men last year, but this is his first season coaching both the men's and women's teams. Especially on the women's side, Washington State might lack the depth to be a strong dual meet team, but the Cougs expect to be well represented at the NC2A championships.
We've got some good frontline people. So far this year indoors, Dominique Arnold, our top high hurdler, has qualified provisionally for the NCAA championships and has been running very well. And on the women's side, Fran Green is very close to a qualifying mark for the NCAA indoor meet in the long jump. And she will be a heptathlete outside. And Fran Green's probably the best track and field athlete that we have on our team right now. Heidi Schultz does a great job for us in the heptathlon as well. On the men's side, Leo Slack in the decathlon was All-American last year, and we're looking for good things to come from him this year.
Arnold tumbled in a meet in Reno and missed a couple of weeks of competition with a bruised and scraped knee. But otherwise, he's running so well he thinks he can qualify for the Olympic trials, and he has big plans for his final collegiate season.
That's the easy question to answer. Pac-10 champion, going to NCAA, and to speak realistically, win it all, you know, because, I mean, besides the injuries and stuff, I believe I can do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that past him. I think that he has the ability to run down, and I don't know if he'll be a factor in the trials. There's a lot of fast people, but I wouldn't count him out. Dominique has come a long way this year, and I think he's going to run some real fast times for us.
The NC2A this year has added the hammer throw and indoors the weight throw for women. That's put Spice in Gina Hall's senior year. The former shot putter is Washington State's leader in the new events, and she's also looking for the Cougars as a team to improve in championship meets.
Last year we didn't have a very successful time at Pac-10s, and we're hoping to take at least 2 or 3 times as many athletes and score a few more points and maybe knock off a couple schools and place a little higher, top half of the Pac-10.
Of course, it would hardly be a Washington State team without a couple of Kenyan stars. Eric Kamau and Rosto Kiplanget are possible NC2A qualifiers in the distances, Sloan figures. And the Cougs do return one Pac-10 champion in half-miler Eric Anderson.
Eric almost got a little bit forgotten during the indoor season because he had a foot injury, and so it's kind of slowed him down. But I know Eric will be there come outdoor season. He'll be a strong factor for us at all levels throughout competition. We've got pretty good people all the way across the board. Not a lot of depth in some areas, but I think we'll be representative, and I can guarantee you we'll be competitive.
As the indoor season draws to a close, the Cougs will make a quick transition to the outdoor slate.